Well. Players have been quietly opening up about getting into the Super Bowl a second time for some of these guys, okay? For some of these guys that lost in 22. And a lot has been said about how the mindset, what they're going into, how they're preparing themselves mentally for this game going forward. And a lot has been said, and we're going to be going over all of it. And we're getting ready for the ride. So let's get into it.
A killer buried, but not dead.
Darren, we better turn around. Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What's going on, guys? Whoever's on that, having a fantastic day. Today's video is sponsored by BetUS. Go check them out if you guys have not. Now, there's a lot to go over here because the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl now, okay? And obviously this week is a rest week for the Eagles, a bye week for the Eagles. A well-rested Eagles team is a more dominant Philadelphia Eagles team, and I think we can all agree with that, okay? Now, for some players on this roster, that a lot of the players are the same that have been on this team the last couple years, especially being in that 22 Super Bowl and walking out with no green confetti on their heads, okay? A lot of the players obviously know the feeling, understand how they felt, and I think Hurts is the number one guy that knows how he felt leaving that stadium, okay? And getting back to this game is one of the hardest things you could possibly do, okay? A lot was said from some of these players on podcasts, interviews. The Eagles are not effing around this time around. They're not. They're not concentrating on anything else, okay? A.J. Brown had an interview with J.K. Rondo. He's a diehard Commanders fan. He's a big fan of A.J. Brown, and he has really good content, so definitely check him out if you guys have not. And A.J. was asked, like, getting to the Super Bowl a second time, and he was pretty much like, I ain't in it for the shits and giggles. Because realistically, when you win the NFC Championship, you get to the Super Bowl, next week they have to go through 3 days of media days where they're asked stupid questions surrounding this game. Okay, they're treating this game like it's another game, but the media makes it bigger than what it is. Okay, and obviously the big story to the Super Bowl is not favored to the Eagles. It's about the Kansas City Chiefs and getting that three-peat, making NFL history. Okay, that hasn't been done in a while or whatnot or whatever. Okay, that's what's most important here to the media and how it's really surrounding this game. Okay, it's just a game, but they add so much more to it with these interviews. These players just get, by the third day, they're done and just like, I need to play in this game. Like, I need to play football now. Okay, and that's what it comes to when it comes to a big game like this. And there's a different mentality going to this game because of how they felt coming out of this other game. Okay, another example is Jordan Mailata was on a show. I think it was on WIP or it was somewhere else. I forgot where it was. But he said there's an added energy to this Super Bowl. There is a revenge factor, quote unquote, a revenge factor to this Super Bowl. See, I'm glad that they're not just one of those teams that are just happy to be there, just like the Commanders were just happy to be in the NFC Championship game. But this team has come a long way from last year on a downfall. The offense not really exceeding the expectations, the defense really falling apart, and Howie Roseman constructing this roster, the draft picks, everything came together this season, and things really did change. Whether it was the bye week that changed everything this season, or it was the Brandon Graham comments about Hurts and A.J. Brown that changed the season, because I think that's really a big one. On how everything really changed for the offense, defense, the coaching, how they use players, not setting your players up to fail. Everything coming together for this specific moment. Okay, beating the narrative every single week, putting every player down, especially the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts. Okay, and we have proved everybody wrong. And the only way this quarterback, and who knows, he might not get the respect that he deserves, but we all know we have to hold that trophy at the end of the day. We're not satisfied getting here. It's not enough. We got to hold that trophy up and win this second ring for the franchise. Okay, what's even better about this situation, okay, Mailata said some great things, definitely. Okay, What's even better about the situation is you got rookies, bro, that are going into a Super Bowl their first year of being drafted. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, okay? Even second-year players like Nolan Smith, like Jalen Carter, some of these other guys. This is huge for these guys. Do you know how far along these guys are coming? For these guys to have the mentorship they have had, whether it's from Slay, whether it's from Brandon Graham, whoever the case may be, okay, they are ahead of schedule on maturity and just rookies that already been going to a Super Bowl already. Do you know how much they've grown since the first day they showed up at camp until the end of the season? And just and just imagine they hold a trophy up, and they're going to be mentoring the next guys that come in after Slay leaves or Brandon Graham retires. Like, these are the type of guys that are going to be mentoring the other guys. Like, look, I came here my rookie year, I won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, and man, have I grown since beginning of the season till now as a learner. Now I'm a master of my own craft. Especially these two, okay, especially these two guys. So. This team has come a long way from its drafting, its constructed roster building, from a coaching standpoint, from Nick, getting in the way at times and obviously letting these coordinators do their job. Vic Fangio has saved this defense. I think we can all agree on that 100%. I don't know what we would do without him. The differences from 22 to 24 is that the Eagles have a run game with Saquon Barkley. The Eagles are running the ball more. They're not throwing as much as they did last year, which they threw more in 22 than they did 24. And you actually have a defense. You have all-pro linebackers. You have a great defensive line with a rotation around it. Sure, you're not getting 70 sacks this season, but you're not depending everything on your defensive line and then getting exposed in the back end, the secondary of your roster, of your defense. You have Cooper DeJean at the inside corner spot. That's been really a weak hole the last couple seasons with Avonte Maddox playing there. Quinyon Mitchell locking it down the outside, getting mentored by Darius Slay. I mean, we can talk about Nolan Smith. Everything has changed dramatically. This is a different team going into this game. These players, obviously, with the young guys, they're going to learn, what's my mindset going to this game? What's the difference between going to a Super Bowl? What's the news surrounding the Super Bowl? There's a lot of distractions. What's going on? And there's plenty of distractions going into a Super Bowl. But the main thing is they have to treat this game like they're 0-0, and they have to treat this game like it's their last one they're playing, and that's it. They have to treat it like it's the next game on the regular season. That's how they have to treat this whole entire thing. So I'm proud of these men. I'm proud of this coaching staff. I am proud of this GM. I'm proud of everybody for putting in the work that they put in. Now they have to put it all together, put their head down, go to work, and get this second trophy. Simple as that. So that's all I really got to say in this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you definitely subscribe. You like the stream. You like the video. But there is one more thing to talk about before I end it here. I totally forgot because I'm just so pumped up for this game. I'm really pumped up. It looks like Mike McCarthy was actually the leading contributor to being the Saints head coach, apparently. Apparently that was the news, that Mike McCarthy, I know when Mike McCarthy got fired, I know that there was a lot of rumors of him going to the Saints. So it looks like the Saints have switched their decision since Moore had his third interview. They flew to the Saints front office flew to Philadelphia for an in-person meeting. That meeting lasted Monday night and it went to Tuesday evening. Like, no joke. Like, they met for 2 days. Okay? It seems like Kellen Moore is now the leading candidate for the head coaching job. Tremendously up high now. Now it's I think we're definitely losing him. I think it's over now. We're losing him. Totally losing him. No doubt. So, that's the news on that. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the bye week. Feel good about the game. Get mentally prepared as fans. And let's go support this team. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Shakes, what up, follow side. Peace out, guys. Peace.